you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa. We've been on the road from the go. Hit my glove. You know we've been down for too long to give up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Panthers are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Falcons, who will be testing that coverage. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a number one receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough job to contain them.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Newton, dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On second down, here's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
Now it's Taylor. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken around the 12. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, it's Yeldon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Newton. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Play clock winding down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And this defense is on the field right now and just looking to keep the momentum, the mojo going from a week ago.
Partner, this defense is full of confidence. They feel great about themselves, and they don't think anyone can move the ball on them now. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Newton. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll give Yeldon another crack. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Yeldon, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. T.J. Yeldon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Showing some grits and some guts going for it there. 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On second down, Taylor. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Flush to his right. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And the slot man goes in motion left. They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now Newton on first down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give them 11 on the gain there, and the Panthers are going to get a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. This will be caught at the 2. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, Newton. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Halfback sent in motion. On second down, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
In a tie game that's going back and forth, oftentimes teams get really conservative because they don't want to make a mistake. But after that return, I think the offense coordinator just took a deep sigh of relief and said, okay, I can open up my playbook now. Let's see if he attacks.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Taylor. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Now Taylor to throw. He's going to let it go again. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On first down, Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One receiver left, that's Allen. Now a handoff to Yeldon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this time? Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The left side completion to Jones. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. And the 6th pick in 2011, Julio Jones, always good for some yards after the catch.
It's one of the best parts of his game, and you date that back to his time at the University of Alabama. If he caught a short pass, the play wasn't over. Play might have just been starting.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd down, 8.
That's right.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now Newton. Safarian Jenkins has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And
look at this. He's got daylight. A great read, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. It's complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. So now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And now it's third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Second down and 4. Now it's Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Allen alone to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
20.
On first down, it's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, Panthers. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Panthers are set up now with a 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is complete. It's Allen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And it's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Falcons a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Quentin Coples in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Taylor, he's going to loft one deep left, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And the play clock's running down. Newton on first down. Being chased out left. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
There's Newton now on second down. And that's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Back to throw, Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Newton. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Newton to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. A good pickup there at 22.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective, is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunky yardage picked up there.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and it'll be first down Atlanta. Back to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. Now he's flushed out right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go. Let's round.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that, but flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Panthers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.